Welcome back to Hammond's Dream, where I've been working at the park for an hour and a half between episodes, and I have no fucking money. I think we have to cut a scientist loose to try and recover a decent income level. Otherwise, it's just going to be me sitting here staring at the screen for 2 hours trying to get the money back I need. Every time I start to think we're like good, another storm rolls in. Um, right now, I like got within 10 seconds of losing to money and had to delete the emergency generator to pull out of the negative at the last second. We've got two concussed dinosaurs that need to be treated that we don't have the money for. Um, and the reason we don't have the money is I did start the paddock layout from the movies, my own version of it, which is here. We can talk about what I've done so far. So, in the film, the events we see on screen, right? They pass in front of the visitor center. Then they go out on the tour. They see the Dilophosaurus. And when they see the Dilophosaurus, during that scene, you get a shot of the cars on the computer monitor showing that they are heading south in the park, not north, which a lot of people think they're heading north. Which is to say, you see that there's kind of like a Y shape at the start of the tour in the film, and they can go north or they can go south, and they are in fact going south, which means the Dilophosaurus paddock has to be somewhere here. Now, on the monitors, the Dilophosaurus paddock is this paddock up here, this wedge-shaped triangle one that we haven't built yet. That's labeled Dilophosaurus paddock. Well, that ain't fucking it. It's down here. So this will be our little Dilophosaurus paddock. Hopefully we could cram 6 of them or something in there with Humble and Social and it'll work. Now, after the Dilophosaurus, they see the Tyrannosaurus. So the Dilophosaurus is seen out of the right-hand side of the car, right? The passenger side. Then Tyrannosaurus is out of the driver's side, Triceratops out of the driver's side, right? This is ostensibly the Brachiosaurus paddock by the labeling in the movies, but it is the first paddock that's visited on the tour. And since the Dilophosaurus is on the right, that means the Dilophosaurus can't be the entire paddock, it can only be the wedge on this side of the path of the tour car. Well, then logically, this would be the Tyrannosaurus paddock. Right? And that's what the methodology we're going with. We're going with, what are the events on film? When do they happen? And we're ignoring the labeling of the paddocks. We're just going to assume that they were the original plan, and then they scrapped it, and they never renamed the paddocks in the system. Right? So they're like, yeah, we should put the T-Rex over here. And then they're like, what if we put it here instead? And they're like, yeah, sure, fuck it. So they did. So yeah, Brachiosaurus. Then we got this big bitch down here. This paddock is always labeled the Gallimimus paddock. Okay. Well, the next dinosaur seen on the tour is Triceratops, out of the driver's side of the car. So this little notch here is going to be the Triceratops paddock, and this will be the rest of the herbivores. So this will be like Triceratops. This will be like Stegosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Gallipera, and Corythosaurus. If we're assuming Corythosaurus is in the 15 species, which is another whole debate. Yeah, and then that would mean that the tour in the film starts out here, gets over here. They're about here when the storm rolls in, right? And so they say, oh, we got to turn the tour around to go back to the visitor center because they can't finish the tour. It'll take too long. And that makes sense if the tour is here. The problem is, on a monitor in the film, when they have the power to show the T-Rex paddock, you can see they're like way over here. And they're like 2/3 of the way done with the tour. And so it's very clearly faster in the film, if you trust the position of the car on the monitor, for them to just finish the tour to get back to the visitor center. Instead, they turn all the way around from the Triceratops paddock, go back to the Rex paddock, and then continue the tour. Right? That doesn't make any sense. Also, if the Dilophosaurus is like up here, and the Rex is over here, and the Triceratops is up here, what the fuck do they do for this entire stretch of the park? There's nothing. There's like a Dilophosaurus, and then they spend an hour sitting in a car, and then they see the T-Rex, but they don't because she doesn't show up initially, and then they see the Triceratops. That makes no fucking sense. So we're ignoring that position of the car on the monitor being on the far eastern side of the park in that one shot because it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't work. It doesn't make any sense with like timetables in the park. Instead, they never get any further than about here. And this whole other section here is never done. Other thing I like about this is it does give the park a discrete herbivore section and carnivore section, which was in the pre-production for the film, even though it doesn't really show up in the movie. The film in pre-production or script or something, at some stage there was something about them going through. Let's let the game run and make some money while I rant. About them going through the herbivore sector to reach the carnivore sector, right? So the tour would start with the herbivores, which makes a lot of fucking sense for a park tour, and then make its way to the carnivores, right? You don't want to put the big, spicy, exotic thing at the start of your fucking tour. What are you doing? Okay. You don't start with the T-Rex, you end with the T-Rex, right? That's the point I'm making. Going through the herbivore pen and then visiting the carnivores and stuff makes sense. That's not what happens in the film. Now, what maybe makes sense in the film, which I haven't really done here, is maybe the tour was run in reverse, right? There was a storm coming in. Maybe they wanted to show off the T-Rex to the crew that was visiting because it's the most impressive dinosaur, and they want them to be able to see the Rex if the tour gets cut short, which it does because they knew the storm was coming in, right? Sorry, is anybody gonna treat this fucking dinosaur? Why are you returning if there's still a sick dinosaur? So that's my other working theory: is the tours run in reverse, and the T-Rex is actually the second to last stop on the tour, which makes more sense. So if the tours run normally this way, then it would be basically a selection of small and medium carnivores, the herbivore paddock, big queen T-Rex, and then randomly Dilophosaurus at the very end because fuck it. That's where it is. And that's more believable as a park design to me, which is what we're gonna do. Right. So that's my whole headcanon. I think it makes more sense. And just none of the park layouts actually in the film make any sense. So like, what are you gonna do? Also, the park is running like shit today because my computer is overheating, because my apartment is 90 degrees, because we're all dying in an inferno of our own creation. So that sucks. So if we ever get enough money, what I want to do is I want to do social, and then breed proper proper humble social alphas. Yeah, you can literally see, like when the cars leg out, they like speed up and slow down. It's very upsetting. It's not great. So what I'm thinking for the tour. Oh, the other thing is, yeah, there's like multiple tour sections in the layout anyway. I think it's logical for there to be like a separate like herbivore safari tour, which is something I intend to add. So like we can't do a branching tour right in the game; it just doesn't work. So instead we have to do separate loops. So we'll do a separate tour loop for the southern like herbivore tour, which is supported by the layout of the maps and the roads. So I think I'm gonna hold off on like moving all the herbivores over until we just get started on some other stuff. I mean, right now I'm holding off on moving anybody over at all because I just don't have money, and the park is gonna be worse if we're relying on the tour because it's just the unfortunate truth. I mean, we have 500K actually, but it's $1 million to do the research. I mean, at least we got a nice bump by firing a person. That's good. And then we can breed more. I'll breed a new clutch of Dilophosaurs, basically, dump them in here, and then I'll pull over what I can from this enclosure, I guess, until it's satisfied. Do we ever upgrade this? No. Alright. Yeah, so really this is probably me just sitting here until I weather, like, another storm and have, like, $1 million spare to do social gene research. And then we start populating the actual paddocks in the park. And then I spend 3 hours on one episode and I just stop recording. That'll be fun. I'll have to do a second session this week. I mean, so we'll want this too, hatchery upgrades, before we actually breed any new clutches, just to maximize the amount of genes we get. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this now. Then we can put the other person on rest while I wait for money to come in. All right. Another storm has rolled through and some other shit, but point is we have $1,000,000. So we can actually pop in here, get our social gene done. With money to spare, we could start breeding more dinosaurs and actually expand the park in terms of not just, fences, but actual profit so that we can, pay for these fucking fences I put in. And motivate these like larger tour enclosures and everything like that. So I'm going to start with some Dilos. We'll breed a clutch, get a humble social alpha, put them in here, and then we'll transfer these ones over if there's still space. If there isn't space, I'll leave them here for now and then probably sell them later. That's what I'm thinking, at least. So we can go ahead and get the enclosure started. Frankly, probably just do this. I can also, like, expand this to some degree. Because we're not, like, the interior pen is not really well defined. I mean, honestly, the way the film is set up, it makes it seem like the Dilophosaurus pen is, like, a stretch of fence that they pass in, like, 1 minute. Which I guess the cars do pass this in, like, a pretty small amount of time. So, I mean, probably tracks. Actually gonna have a hard time fitting any trees in here though because of the shape. Yeah, we'll probably have to expand this. Why don't we just do that a little preemptively here maybe? We'll do one of these. Like that. That way it still has the same sort of like profile. There's still like, this would be where like the tunnel is that they pass over to the Rex pen basically. Which, you know what, we're gonna have to play with the geometry here maybe a little bit. But that's something we're not prepared to do yet. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what this is like. I mean, this pen is not that much bigger. I love that the fucking feeder taints like right away. Come on. All right, let's get this going. We're going to put 5 of these in, I think, maybe. That's what the DPG population chart is. I don't believe in it. I think the DPG populations especially are really bad. That's a whole separate discussion. The Sorna population is like 60 dinosaurs on the entire fucking island. It makes no sense. It's so silly. And the whole notion that like only 7 dinosaur species, right, or 8 were like actually present on Nublar is also ridiculous. Like the DPG stuff is like basically says that they never cloned fucking most of the species that were supposed to be exhibited in the park, which makes no sense. How did they know what the species were if they didn't clone them? I could just clone the alpha here. Maybe we'll do a backup alpha in case one gets eaten. Sure. Fuck. Let's just do the one. Like, how do they know they have Metriacanthosaurus DNA if they don't actually, like, synthesize the goddamn animal? How do they plan to exhibit it in the park if it hasn't been cloned yet? That's nonsense. Makes no sense. I'd be much more willing to entertain the notion that there are only 7 dinosaurs in the park if the other species of the original 15 were, cloned on Sorna, but they don't even do that. It's very silly. Okay, well, you're a bastard. Which fence just broke? This one? Yeah, that is definitely fence. Oh my god, stop. Okay, get that, get that. Oh my god, I am gonna... You fucking comical bastards. How have you done this? Just back the fuck out of the way. Look how poorly this controls right now, too. System is struggling. God damn it. Like, my AC is not turned on yet. It's just a nightmare. I'm a creature of cold climate. And this is especially horrendous for me. I'm from Wisconsin, and I moved to the East Coast, and we got like 2 days of snow the entire winter. And both days, the snow melted within a day. It's just like, I was not made for this environment. I'm not supposed to be here. You good? Just about? Okay. Who's hurt? Who's got a boo-boo? Got a galley with a minor fracture. Yeah, that'll be taken care of in a second without us having to do anything. I did not leave a dinosaur in the medical facility this time. Good. Excellent. Cool. Okay, so Dilo 1, we'll chuck you in here by yourself to start with.
Heading to collect the asset.
Give me a couple more friends. I assume I don't really give a shit about any of these guys. Nobody cares about fit. I don't really give a shit. Look, all my money's gone. God damn it. Gotta remember to wake these guys up so that I can make money again.
Asset transportation. Underway.
Okay, Alpha's being airlifted over. Grabbing the other two. Power's back on. Let the money roll in. Cash me up. Let's go. I don't know why I'm on slow speed. I mean, I know why I'm on slow speed. It's because of driving the Jeep manually. Wait, did I even do that in that storm? Oh, I drove the medical. That's what it was. Yeah, yeah.
Asset delivered.
Okay, you are the Alpha. Yeesh. Yeah, even with the humble socialist, pen's a bit small, huh?
Delivery has been completed.
I mean, they're perfectly comfortable with 3. I would like to get this to 5. We do something like this. We can put like trees in to conceal the fence in the back. And then it keeps like the aesthetics of the tour. What if I do... This just starts curving off quickly. Dog shit, man. Sort of works. Maybe we'll just do it like that. Have a curve back into the perimeter fence. This should also be the small fence. Because the Dilo fence is not... Like, the fence on the side where the tour sees it is not large. The fence in the back could be the heavy perimeter fence, at least for convenience, let's say, if nothing else. Yeah. Not in love with it, but we're trying to make do. That's all. Okay, now they have some margins we can maybe play with. Now, I do see one problem here. We're not going to have enough Dilos left in this pen to be happy. So I might have to just dispatch the other two.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Of course, some people argue for 2 or 3 Dilophosaur paddocks, but usually that comes down to equating the maps together. Like, treating the Dilophosaur paddock on the brochure as existing where it does on the brochure, and then treating that as being the same as the... or following the same rules and saying the one on the map that is labeled Dilophosaurus paddock, the map being the control center computer monitor map. It has to be another Dilophosaur paddock, and like... Maybe. It makes as much sense as anything does in the film for paddock layouts, but like... we don't have to assume that's correct. Okay, I think we could fit a 6th one in. Maybe we can go for 7. Which no, it was it 7 Velociraptors, 8 Dilophosaurus in the novel? I don't remember. It's 8 raptors in the film originally before the big one kills the other ones. So 7 Dilos would feel like a correct number. So I'm willing to try to get 7 in here. That would be nice.
Asset transportation underway.
I suppose this should be what we're stood up on the back side.
Transportation complete.
Yeah, I suppose the other way you could do this would be to like maybe make this like the T-Rex pen, or like the raptor paddock back here, the weird like hook-shaped one, into the Rex pen. I don't know, man. No matter what you do, it's never going to feel right. It'll be really, really interesting to see what Jurassic Park Survivor does with it. That's one of the things I'm honestly like the most curious about with that game. Can they make a park layout that makes any sense? It'll be interesting to find out. Okay, maybe if we do a decorative trees, we can finish this up. But we need a little less tree. So let's get the open space sorted out. So 6 is about the limit. Open space is good. I'm willing to stop at 6 then. I'm not going to try and put the 7th in. If it was closer, I'd do it. But since we're already on, like, you know... Oh, yeah, we got to put the fucking sign in, dudes. Where's the sign? Which one? Rex, Raptor, Berry. Is this Carnivore Enclosure, Dilophosaurus Enclosure? Oh, God. Which side is the sign on in the film? Okay, we're just gonna put it here. I can't. If I'll look it up later maybe and move it. That's just it's gonna have to be good enough. What other JP decorations do we have? We have the dock signs and stuff. We'll maybe put those in later. Skeletons. The big old pile of shit, of course, has to go in the Triceratops pen. I mean, this is not a question. You feel like moving? Yeah, go chase that fucking goat. Close. Close. We're close. I wonder if these are gonna, like, interfere at all with fence stuff. We could also use the decorative trees here to, like, obscure the fence more. Oh, and we need a bathroom because this will eventually be where the Rex pen goes. We're gonna put, you know, we gotta have the toilet in there. Slightly back from the road. Oh, that's too far back. The trees all disappeared. No! Stop! I'm putting toilets in. You can't do this to me, video game. You can't hurricane me when I'm doing toilet stuff. It's just not fair. Okay. Maybe we'll just put it closer to the road. Yeah, okay. That'll work. I mean, you could still see the pen back there through the trees, but, like, it's fine. I mean, you can the whole length here. There's not enough, like, medium growth to even, like, really obscure this unless you go really crazy. It's good enough. It's something, you know? It's fine. Okay, do the dilos ever... Hey! Okay, 6 dilos. Perfect. You... over here... need to be removed. You can't demolish because it's infected. I love that you could demolish a damaged fence, but you can't demolish an infected feeder. That, no cheating. That's got to be done correctly. Make sure these guys get sedated too before they cause some trouble. I guess I could have left that in there if I want to use this paddock for something. I mean, this could be like a Herrerasaurus paddock. Oh god. Because, like, putting them inside the visitor area of the park instead of in the tour is not necessarily clashing with, like, Jurassic Park the game or whatever. But I haven't decided on that. It's a weird situation, too, because we are having Velociraptor in the park, because they're following, like, the original vision, but, like, if you go with Jurassic Park the game lore, Herrerasaurus is, like, a replacement for Velociraptor, maybe? And then there's, like... Does that mean there's 16 species on the island? That's not even getting into Troodon and Tylosaurus, of course. But, like... It's a mess. That's all. That's all we can say. It's a mess. Let's breed Triceratops. We'll put them in their new pen. Stop. Stop. Let me fucking... I hate with a passion that those map level pop-ups overlay sub-menus and block you from, like, doing and seeing things in a menu here. It's so infuriating. Like, why is the layering that way? Oh, fuck. And now I didn't even get these set up because it fucking... Because I got kicked out when I tried to do the genes. I didn't want to fucking synth those. And now I can't modify because I don't have any fucking money. Oh my god. Wow. Can my money turn around, please? Jesus. Why did that one hit me so bad? One egg. Also, because I never upgraded. Well, whatever. Fuck you. I like lighting my money on fire. It's fine. This guy's a fucking clown. What are you doing now? Status checking. Bro, you're gonna die. Whatever. I can't deal with your shit. Okay, so we've got the fucking upgrade in here. Let's actually do this. Humble, humble, humble. Social, social. And keep it at like an 8. 75, 75. Sure. No reason to go beyond that. Alright, let's get them guys. Get them guys. Are you gonna make it out of there? What are you doing? Well, right now I'm paused. So I mean that's what we're doing. There you go. I did it for you. I picked a much more sane target to status check. Are you happy? Dodge and weave, guy. Dodge and weave. You can do it. Get the fuck out of this pen. Holy cow. Insanity. Thank you. Sorry, are you done? I just abandoned you in here? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Stop being a baby. Alright, Triceratops. Weak, social, humble. Fucking... Okay, well, we got a good one. We want all of these, that's 1 mil 5. That's a lot. But I'm not opposed to having 8 Triceratops, so I probably want them all. Despite the fact that we need to save up money to do Triceratops, I think I want to do 8, so I think I do want to hatch the 5. It would also not be bad to knock out some of these inoculations. So I think I'm going to knock out rabies, at least. We currently have a tuberculosis outbreak, because a storm rolled through and tuberculosis hit and knocked out, coincidentally, power to the medical facility of all things, which was hilariously timed. Just funny. Good stuff. Oh, and now it's in this pen. Fantastic. We're getting fucked! Since the entire last storm, we've just been chasing tuberculosis around the fucking park nonstop, because this is bullshit. Which sucks, because we don't get anything fucking done. We're just chasing fucking dinosaurs that are dying. And goddamn tuberculosis. How is there still this much tuberculosis? This is mind-blowing. Seriously? It was definitely a mistake to do common storms or whatever it was. Oh, we lost power to the fucking medical facility. Are you joking? I didn't even catch that. Oh, we're so fucked. Wait, who's dying? 44% health. 91. I mean, I don't give a shit about parasaurs. They're fucked. They're gonna die. They're actually just... They're pretty fucked. Yeah, medicating Rexy. Okay, good, great. Do Rexy. I don't care. We're gonna lose parasaurs, but like, whatever. It's price of doing business, I guess. Look at that. We have only 100k. Fucking fuck. Like 0 progress. Nothing ever gets done.
Asset in transit.
5%. You're Omega dead. You're already a corpse. You're fucked. You're fucked, friend. It's over for you. Ripperoo. You're dead. Dog shit.
Asset transported.
I can't believe that they knocked out the power to the fucking medical facility a second time. That's actually aggravating. Okay, we lost just 1 parasaur.
Asset has been collected.
That's theoretically recoverable if we ever have money again, ever. I want to get the goddamn Triceratops out this episode, but like, I've been recording this episode for 2.5 hours now, counting the 1 hour and a half pre prep shit, which fucking sucks. The game fucking hates me today. Like, we had a storm. The rangers never got over to checking the herbivore pen, and then I start to get health notifications that the herbivores are dying. It's like, oh, what's up? Well, it's a fucking another tuberculosis outbreak. The third one in as many storms. The second one we sat on and squashed real quickly. This one has us completely fucked again. Okay, you only just got tuberculosis. Maybe they could squish this before it gets too out of control, but I fucking doubt it. Oh my god, dude, right as I get the money as well to actually do Triceratops stuff, like, you bastards. Come on, get it. I mean, I almost have like no choice but to put in a second fucking medical. It's so goddamn annoying. what I signed up for when I made the fucking park build the way I did. Which is like... sucks, but like, yeah, it's my fault. Whatever, fuck it, put it over here. Goodbye, money. It was nice knowing you. I'll miss you, money. I'll never forget what it was like to have $1 million in this fucking game. Get that one, get that one. The wreck's sick? No, I'm sure that won't fucking last. Also, destroy my profit margin, of course. I need to triage the herbivore population, I think. Are you... fuck? Oh, I guess because you exit there, so that the pathways make sense, I guess. Still a bit annoying. Come on. Fucking go. I have to wait for the next storm to roll around before I can breed these fucking trikes again. How aggravating. Okay, you need to get the one that's like right there first. We're gonna min-max this shit. Go in a row. Okay, you. No rest for the wicked. Get the Rex. Go. Goddamn. Okay. Almost there. Well, they're coming in now. Fine. We did have to go through another storm. I did start them ahead of time though, because I'm not a coward. But I did cry when the storm rolled in. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna do fiber like up at the front, and then if we put anything else in this pen, then we can do different food type in the back, I guess. It looks weird having like the patch like that though. I could just go for it. Like they don't need anything else. How much money? Oh, this takes a lot of fucking money. Oh no. Oh no, what have I done? There, that looks better. It's a little bit better. Okay, we could fit a billion Triceratops. Oh my god, no! No, more tuberculosis. Please stop. Please. I can't take it. No more. Please, I'm begging you. Okay, Triceratops, Triceratops, Triceratops. Alright. So here's what I'm thinking. I think, oh, hey, 2 stars. I'm thinking, we might want to make the push for some new friends. Because we went through this whole episode without ever even doing an expedition. Now, I do want to bolster the existing populations a little more first, so we're definitely not going to go straight for another dinosaur. But I think we will introduce more dinosaurs into the park before we expand the tour much further. So I could put in the herbivores and like the herbivore tour. I might do that. And then we can move them out of here. And then I'm okay with like having these as like carnivore holding areas as we expand. We can get the Rex moved over. I'd feel better about moving the Rex over if the profit margins were higher and I didn't feel like we depended entirely upon the Rex to make any money. So there's that. Also, we were 2 stars because stuff popped, but now we're back to 1.8. Which, like, I know some Triceratopses are in the air, but, like, I'm surprised that could make that much of a difference. Also, 11 hours in this park build. Fuck me. I did do this with, like, max Jurassic settings, which we know is bullshit. Because it's, like, 200% appeal. But I figured it was going to be a really big park, so, like, let's go for it. I'm kind of regretting that now, too. I do like this mixed Triceratops variant. I really wish this was a variant. Same with the 97... Well, the Stego we did get. Never mind. Yeah, we got that one. I want the 93 Trike, the 2001 Anki, and the Dominion Paras. Those are the 3 I really want. There's obviously other ones that you could do variants for properly, like the 2001 Raptors, but like, it's a fine design. I've just never cared enough about it because it's JP3 stuff. It's hard for me to care that much about JP3, except for like the new species introduced, because that's exciting to get new things. All right, so we have 400k. Next thing I could do is parasaurs and galleys. We could do galleys real quick. Let's do some paras. So we have Triceratops food in this enclosure currently that doesn't need to be there. So even if these guys end up being a little pissy, we could still come out all right in the end. Yeah, they don't take that much to cook. So we'll start them, I think. We should do raptors too. I could do the full like 8 velociraptors. The problem with that is I don't like how they attack the fences during storms. It's thematically appropriate, but it is tedious. Okay, social humble. Thirsty but not an alpha. Thirsty but not an alpha. Okay, this is fine. Right, this should be. We need 837 to hatch these. Fair enough. And for Gallimimuses, we probably don't need these to be like social humble, but might as well do it. We'll do raptors last, because I have to decide. I think I'm just going to do 3. Fucking fuck. No. 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 Let's end this episode here.